Okay. Hello, this is Natari and Miss Jody Spriggs, which is the director of Dream Academy, and she will be paraphrasing and summarizing everything she went over and viewed in the PowerPoint for the importance of lesson planning.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to say great job. I think you did a great job on this. And
Thank you.
You're totally right in terms of lesson plans and how it prepares teachers, not just teachers, but gives students an expectation for what they're going to learn every day in class. So also is a guide for the parents so that they can know and understand what is expected of their child and help reinforce what is learned at home. So I just want to kind of go back over a couple of the slides where you talked about the identified problem. And so we have, I will just kind of go back to just say starting out with the program and just learning with bumps in terms of what's needed and what's not. We have gone back to making sure that lesson plans are done and turned in. Sometimes we did some freestyle and different things like that, but just point blank period, holding people accountable and making sure that there's a lesson plan in place is going to be the best solution for any educational institution. Okay, so survey questions, I was going to say too, that was really good in terms of being able to kind of identify your audience and who is working with the students, because they can best tell you what needs to be done or what works or what doesn't work. So I think that was really good, and just listening, just being able to kind of see what they had to say really helps me as a director to be able to go back and say, okay, well, we hit and miss on this, let's try something else that we might feel like works. And then to just being a teacher prior to coming to open my own business, I just know that, you know, lesson plans may be required in some places, and then sometimes teachers just don't do them. And so just holding them, there has to be an accountability system in place. So to do the lesson plan is one thing, but then also to reinforce the lesson plan. So what we do now here is they're required to turn those lesson plans in every Monday morning on my desk, and then also go through the classroom and make sure that what you have placed on this lesson plan is what you are actually teaching in class. So I know in a much bigger organization that probably isn't going to be something that's possible, but it would also be helpful if parents had a copy of those lesson plans for the week, and then that way they can also hold the teacher accountable and find out what their children are learning in class, and then help reinforce that at home too. So it's a bigger accountability system.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Okay, and then I'm highly impressed with this lesson plan sample. I'm just too happy about this thing. So this is exactly pretty much what we have. Without even going back and looking at something that we did, she created her own. And so this is awesome work. And this is there's several domains that need to be hit with each week with each lesson, and so she's got those domains in there. And then we have pre-K standards that we have to follow through the state of Arkansas, and so these things have these standards or strands that are a part of what we should be using in instruction. So this is awesome. And then she just talked about, I mean, that kind of hit heavy, like this is how much better your program will be if you do this. And so I'm into enhancement. I'm into constructive criticism too. So I want to be able to grow. I feel like when you come in company with someone that just, you should always leave better than what you came. And so just even reading the things that she put down that would help our center is something that I think is essential for me as a director, because a lot of times you want feedback from people that are outside that do have a vested interest in your business or company or friendship, whatever it is. You want somebody to be able to give you some constructive criticism so that you will grow. And so this actually helps me to kind of see what someone actually has worked in my center thinks about what would help us to grow, as opposed to having a negative opinion or having something negative to say without a positive solution. What she didn't say wasn't negative, it was constructive criticism, but she also offered some positive solutions. So I think that's awesome.
Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you.